What's going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Today's episode I have a very important topic. I'm going to be talking about why worrying about who's natural and not all the time is a complete waste of time, at least in my humble opinion. And I think this is an important topic because as I was coming up in the lifting game, I was a lot more naive than I am now, and I thought that a lot of people were natural when they weren't. It's kind of like when you first find out that Santa Claus isn't real, you feel like you're betrayed, you feel lied to, and it's not a good feeling overall. That's exactly how I felt when I started finding out about the fake naturals online. At first I thought a lot of these lifters were just training longer and that's how they got that look, but then I understood that there were a lot of anabolics in the mix along with a host of other things. But what made it even worse was that over time I told myself, okay, I may not look like this guy, but at least I can still achieve this physique naturally, only to find out that that person was on drugs too. And then it kept on going with the cycle. And then eventually I reached a point where I didn't even know who to look up to anymore because everyone around me was on drugs. People around me, people online, and I felt like there weren't that many naturals to look up to for good inspiration. So the constant scenario of comparing myself to others, just worrying about what's naturally attainable, it was something that stressed me out for a couple of years on end until recently, until the last few months. You've probably noticed a little bit of a change in my attitude. I know that I have. And the biggest change was that I only started worrying about what I had control over. This is hands down the biggest change. And when I first started applying this, it's like I took hundreds of pounds off my shoulders and I just felt amazing overall. I felt lighter because a lot of stuff is not in my control. And the fact that I'm aware of this makes me feel better overall. One of the biggest problems with a lot of lifters and just a lot of people in general is that they worry way too much about other people. And to be quite honest, what somebody else does with their body has nothing to do with me, and it's actually none of my business. Who am I to tell somebody if they should get on drugs or not? I could tell somebody, hey, this may not be the best thing for you, but at the end of the day, if somebody really wants to get on drugs, they're probably gonna do it anyways. It's the same thing with other drugs, same thing with alcohol. People always say, don't drink, don't smoke. A lot of people still do it anyways. So the old me was making a lot of videos saying, oh, stay natural. And I almost looked like I was nagging a bit. I was telling people, don't do this or do this. But the new Phil and my new philosophy is not taking that road. I'm not taking that approach. What I'm doing instead is I'm leading by example. I'm just doing me. And I'm just trying to lead the best life possible that I could for myself. And if you want to follow, that's great. But if not, there's no control over it. So there you guys have it. Very short and sweet video, but I hope I got my point across. Try not to get too caught up with things that you have no control over because it's going to drive you crazy. And when you adopt my mentality, you're going to feel a lot better because you're going to be less drained. You just focus on what you have control over. So with that being said, I personally don't condone drugs on this channel, but I'm not going to judge anybody for taking them either. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hope you learned something from this video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.